When Gotham needs me, I will return.
I'm the Riddler. Gotham will remember that.
This begins and ends with you and me!
Do not say his name to Jeremiah Valeska!
Know you're here. Show yourself.
I'm not your enemy.
How's it going, Gothamites? Welcome to a brand new trailer breakdown. Now, this is the final, well, I was about to say it's the final trailer breakdown I'm doing for Gotham, but technically we will have a hype trailer, as I like to call them, for this time jump episode. I'm guessing coming early next week, maybe even this weekend. We have to wait and see. But as you just saw from that trailer, guys, we got a lot to talk about in terms of what this finale trailer shows us with Batman, Jeremiah Valeska, aka Jay, aka Joker. So just before I do that, guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Check out my review in the cards above if you missed my review for episode 11. If you have, what are you doing? And other than that, like this video if you do go on to enjoy it, as I really do appreciate your support. It really helps out the video. Oh yeah, and join the Discord server. Links in the description down below if you want to talk to me about Gotham or any comic book nerdy kind of stuffy, pop culture stuff anytime. Just join it and say hi to me. But first of all, let's read out the synopsis for this trailer so we get a little bit more of an idea what's going on before we go down into the frame by frame shots. So 10 years in the future, Bruce Wayne returns to Gotham for the opening of the new Wayne Tower. When Bullock is framed for a murder, Gordon begins to piece together a sinister plot targeting the city. A new figure emerges to be the hero Gotham needs. So it's kind of very basic synopsis. The new figure, we've already speculated about this synopsis before, is the whole sinister plot thing is most likely Jeremiah Valeska. But let's get into the actual stuff that this trailer teases us with. Now, just spoiler warning, I never really do this, but like, I might guess somewhat accurately. I feel like from what they show us in this trailer and what we have combined with the J trailer we got a couple of weeks ago, you can kind of iron out how the episode will go, especially in Jeremiah's way and what his plan is. So I'm just saying, if I guess a bit accurately there and then you watch the episode, I'm sorry, but I don't know, I might not be right at the same time. I'm sure I'll be wrong about something. But either way, guys, the beginning of the trailer shows us Bruce Wayne in his destination where he arrived after jetting off from the last episode. So this, just before any of you comment it, because I guarantee someone would if I maybe didn't say this right off the bat, this isn't the 10-year time jump Bruce Wayne. This is still 18-year-old David Mazouz as he arrives there. I think maybe they're just going to show us maybe what he got up to. I was hoping for some kind of training montage. That would be epic. But I just don't know if we're going to get that in the terms of, I guess if they did a montage, they would have to show us Bruce at 22, 24, 26, and then maybe before, 28 before he comes back. And I don't think they're going to do that. But what I love about this location, it's very Batman-y anyway from the comics, but it looks very much so like the mountain Christian Bale climbed up in Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins, where he met Ra's al Ghul to train, and it just looks like the village or people who are living up in that mountain is in a similar thing. I can't tell you exactly which location it is or where he is in regards to relation in the comics, but just know that this is where Bruce is going to chill out, or at least the first location he's going to chill. Well, not chill, but train to become the Batman. In the next shot, guys, after the Bruce training stuff, we see the shot of Wayne Tower again. As we know, Alfred has been underway to constructing that ever since Bruce has been left Gotham, as well as Wayne Manor. And we saw this shot of the new Wayne Tower in the J trailer. But the voiceover is really, really cool of what we see next. We hear Corey Michael Smith's Enigma, if you will, just saying, "I'm the Riddler and Gotham City will remember that." Now, that would make total sense if you guys watched the last episode, and you know, he basically doesn't want to be reduced to a common criminal again. He's shown the city who he truly is before, and he's going to do it again. And I guess he does that 10 years later. This is the answers I want. Like, what were Penguin and Oswald doing in those 10 years? From behind the scenes stuff, it looks like from behind the scenes stuff, it looks like they've been in jail or something, but either way, we didn't see that in the final episode. I was speculating in my episode 10 or 11 trailer breakdown, is Gordon really going to just backstab him and throw him in the Blackgate or Arkham or something like that? But we didn't see that, so I'd be intrigued to know what they've been up to. I'd love to hear your comments and ideas down in the comments below. But here we see our first look at Lee 10 years in the future, as well as Barbara. Now, look at Barbara. She has red hair. Now, I don't know if all of you guys have been paying attention to the leaks, but we have heard a lot of stuff about, you know, the finale-esque stuff through Reddit and whatnot, and it all does line up. So, and we also see Lucius there, I think, as well. Yeah, Lucius is there. Who knows who they're looking at? That's a good question. Whether it's Riddler, since the voiceover is over this particular scene in the trailer, whether it's Penguin, or whether it's Jeremiah himself, who's busted out of Arkham. But we'll get to that Jeremiah stuff in a minute, because this trailer kind of gives away how he's going to get out of Arkham. But it was kind of a fairly easy guess to begin with anyway. Now, in this moment here, you know, in addition to the voiceover, we do see the Riddler entering somewhere. It looks like he's getting in there without anyone realizing, which is quite entertaining, because he has literally question marks all over his suit. But I guess, you know, despite Gotham's past in the past 5 years and whatever he's been up to in the next 10 years, you know, he's not the most notorious Riddler yet. He's not a proper Batman's rogue gallery established person in the city. I know some of you may disagree with that, but like, maybe whatever's happened in the past 10 years, people have forgot a little bit. Commissioner Gordon's been doing his job, so maybe he can just walk in there. I mean, like, obviously these guys are going to make a name for themselves even more so in the future with Batman coming around, and they're going to be fully fledged their villain themselves. But I'm just trying to make up an excuse as to why he can walk in this place without getting realized. Now, I was saying that maybe Wayne Enterprises opening will have some kind of ceremony or something like that, and it looks like that's like a DJ or some kind of synthesizer set with some speakers there. This guy's taking a picture. People seem to be dressed up, so I'm guessing this is for the opening of Wayne Enterprises or something like that. Obviously, Bruce Wayne's returning to Gotham as well, so maybe obviously that would be a big deal. One of the sons of Gotham being a billionaire returning to their home is quite a big deal, so I'm guessing that is what is going on here. Love the shot of Penguin here with his monocle, and you see like his damaged eye there. I love that really passionate line from Robin Lord Taylor as well, saying this begins and ends with you and me. Now, I actually don't know who he could be saying that to, just because as far as we're concerned, you know, the Riddler and Penguin are quite, you know, allied up. You know, I don't see why he'd be saying that in a ferocious way, because that's the way he's delivering the line. So I don't know who he's saying that to. It's going to be interesting. This begins and ends with you and me. Would it really be the Batman? Like, I don't know, maybe. We're going to have to wait and see there. But other shots show Penguin walking towards his car here. Now, it's very interesting why the news are surrounding him. Like, why is everyone wanting to talk to Oswald Cobblepot? Is he a person of significance 10 years in the future? Has he just got out of jail or something like that, and that's why everyone's talking to him? I don't know. This is all the answers that I'm glad, and I hope that the hype trailer doesn't give away, because I'm looking forward to as to why everyone is surrounding Oswald here. Unless he's trying to go for a place of power in the city again, something like Mayor, but then we have Mayor Aubrey James coming back. So, you know, I'd love to hear all your speculations down in the comments below in relation to that. Here we see Selina Kyle, guys, but not actually Cameron beaconed over. Now, I'm guessing this is her cat suit. Like, I mean, we don't get a massive good look at it here, but this is very, very typical Selina Kyle in the future. It just feels very Batman, the animated series, if you know what I mean, in those early episodes. Just imagining this future time jump of Gotham. It really, really does. I can just imagine it so perfectly. In case you're wondering who's playing her, I have been over this before. It's Lily Simmons. Now, just before that Selina Kyle / Catwoman shot ends, we do get this jump to this shot here with somebody pulling out a gun from a drawer. And I'm guessing this links into the next scene just because somebody's holding a gun to Echo. Now, I'm going to try and brighten this up, and I can kind of see it on my screen. That person has long hair, and this is in the Sirens bar, so I'm guessing that's Barbara, just because, I don't know. She's got long hair. It kind of looks a little bit red from here, but it could be Lee. I don't know, but I'm guessing that's Barbara facing a gun to Echo. And I'm guessing this is when Echo has got Jeremiah out of jail just because of what we see later on in this trailer. Now, I feel like this shot here, guys, gives away quite a bit. We see Jim here hugging a kid. Now, guess who that's going to be? Baby Papa Gordon, Barbara Lee Gordon. And where is this as well? Well, I can definitely tell you that's Ace Chemicals. And what did we see in the J trailer? I'm just putting this all together. This is why I warned you guys. I think it's going to be pretty accurate here. And considering what they're saying in the trailer right after this, like Harvey's like, don't say it, and Jim's like, Jeremiah Valeska. That was quite a funny scene. I mean, it's meant to be dramatic, and it is, but it's just like they're losing their collective minds because, oh crap, he's back again. But no, either way, in the Jay trailer a few weeks back, we saw Joker, if you will, or Jay, saying, you know, just like holding something and just saying beautiful or something, and that was in the same location. So my best guess is from behind the scenes photos as well, is that he kidnaps Baby Papa Gordon, and that's why Jim goes to Ace Chemicals as well to obviously get his daughter back from the madman that is Jeremiah, but not Jeremiah anymore, somebody new, and that is you know, beautiful, as he puts it, I guess, and Jay. It would be really cool though if in this moment where he's hugging his kid that it's Batman who saved him, and I think that's going to be the most obvious thing to happen, and this is him like looking up at the Batman maybe. But you know, other shots in this, guys, immediately afterwards we see Nigma and Penguin in a limo, like Penguin's limo or his car, and somebody lands on the car. I'm going to just leave that guess up to you as to who that is. I think it's kind of obvious who just landed on their car. The next shot, guys, is that we see a hand of an Arkham inmate just grab Echo, who's blatantly trying to break out Jay himself, and I'm guessing that's Jay grabbing Echo, and she just didn't expect him to do that because he was like in a catatonic state. So I'm intrigued to see how he gets out of that. But yes, the shot after that is just like what we were just saying, and Harvey's like, do not say his name, just like this guy's Voldemort or something. But you know, I don't blame him. This guy, you know, Jeremiah, or just the Valeskas in general, of course, these two, Harvey Bullock and Jim Gordon, so much crap in the past that he just doesn't even want him to say the name. But you know, after that happens, we see Jeremiah giggling away, but there's also a few people in his cell, which is very interesting. There's a couple of people surrounding him. I can't exactly make out who they are, but either way, he's laughing when the lights are flickering. So I'm guessing he's laughing at just what is about to happen. I'm guessing those inmates are going to die, and maybe he's going to kill them, or Echo and him are going to kill them together. But you know, I'm really looking forward to this scene. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Jeremiah is like after being brain dead for so long. The next shot is a random shot, and it's just of Barbara with her red hair. You know, I've said quite a few things about this. Like, I don't mind it. It's just, it seems that I've said that I wish they killed Barbara, because that would have made her, I think it is a nice ending what they gave her, don't get me wrong, but killing her after her journey and being a nice person to a villainous person to an even worse person to then finally getting redeemed, it would have made a lot more sense for that baby to be called Barbara after her mother. Not like keeping Barbara alive and then not only doing that, giving her the red hair that her daughter will have one day as back. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like that was kind of unnecessary, but that's just me. I just think the story would have been more impactful and sweet, and would have been sad to lose Barbara that way. But instead, they kept her alive, called the baby Barbara, which isn't unusual. I know people call their kids after themselves, but they also gave her the red hair. Like, why? I guess maybe her daughter one day looks up to her and wants her hair to be red too, because Barbara definitely dyed her hair. Here we see, you know, Jim unwrapping the bat signal, except there's no bat signal on it. Maybe they're getting that ready in preparation to freaking contact the Batman, but since he's arrived to town in this episode, we have Alfred here with his cane. Looks brilliant, and you know, he's sporting that cane ever since his back was broken. The next shot is of Lily Simmons again as Catwoman, aka Selina Kyle, vice versa, whatever. Still don't get a good look at her suit. They're keeping that quite under wraps. We see Jim here in this really kind of weird location with a load of stairs. Just reminds me of Hogwarts with the amount of stairs that go up. But this same scene is linked to the end, and I'll talk about that in just a second. But other scenes show the Wayne Enterprises kind of tower blocks plan, and this is what I meant earlier. It seems that there is a party going on to celebrate this. That's a no-brainer. So I'm guessing Bruce Wayne is hosting this party or something, or maybe Alfred is on behalf of Bruce, and that's what the Riddler is infiltrating. This is where trailers get hypey up towards the end of it, and shots go very, very fast, so I'll try and keep them connected, but it's hard because they often show them out of order. We see Bruce here arriving in a town, as I said, hopefully a part of the montage. It could just be the local town or city before he goes up that mountain. We see Jim, the commissioner, walking in the GCPD. I don't think there's anything too significant about this shot here. I could be wrong, but I don't notice anything mind-blowing. The next shot, of course, guys, I absolutely freaking love. Selina going to steal this freaking sapphire diamondy looking thing. You know, but she's doing it with her freaking gloves, man. That's awesome. I love that. Cannot wait to see this in the time jump. It just looks perfect. But the next shot of Batman as well, I'm assuming this is Batman jumping between that rooftop, is brilliant. This is what I meant by the animated series. Just the angular shot they got there of Gotham's buildings, and then like the figure just jumping over with the massive cloak. That is spot on. Any Batman fan who gets the nostalgic feels there will know what I'm on about, like, truly. But this is what I mean by the clip earlier of Jim in that place with the stairs. We see it again here, and we hear Jim saying, "Show yourself." This is, I'm guessing, his first ever interaction with the Batman. And then we hear Bruce say, through his voice modulator, "I'm not the enemy." Now, this is what I meant earlier, by the way, and how David Mazouz is present in the episode, but he isn't. Like, and he will be. So, stunt double, 6'4" guy. You'll think that that blurry Batman is David Mazouz because he will have that voice modulated lines that he will be doing in ADR afterwards. But then we will see him properly CGI'd at some point, but mainly throughout the episode, he will just be blurry. But, you know, compare that to Cameron Bicondover's Catwoman, completely recasted. But, you know, here we see, like, Batman just trying to get away, I guess, from Jim, throwing a couple of smoke grenades on the floor, and then he makes his exit through the window. But this is what I mean. A whole bunch of other clips go forward at the same time. So we see Selina breaking in to get to that diamond, but she's jumping over the red lasers that will trigger the alarm, but in a very Catwoman-esque way. We get a much better look at the suit here as well. It looks like she's wearing a freaking one of those horse riding helmets, but it is also accurate at the same time because Selina, you know, does have that kind of flat-esque kind of cover on her head with the goggles sometimes. So I guess that's the look that they're going for. Now, I have no idea who's jumping off this roof here. Somebody shot a bullet. I have no idea if it went in him or if that was just to scare this person from jumping off. Maybe Batman saves this person. Really can't make out who that is. But either way, even more fast clips show Jim talking to somebody at gunpoint. I'm guessing that might be Nigma or Riddler behind him. That'd be pretty interesting. We see Barbara on the floor here. I'm guessing this is in the Sirens Club in reference to the photos I was talking, or the clips we were talking about earlier with Echo. Maybe Echo beats her to the floor. Just a quick bonus as well. Barbara looks much different now. Not just in appearance, but the way she's acting. A lot more of like a less intimidating person, but more of like a motherly kind of figure. Basically Barbara season 1, if that makes sense. Maybe she's a combination of the two. But that is definitely the vibes I'm picking up there. And here we see somebody about to be dropped in their chemical vat. And I'm guessing, I mean, from this angle, it looks like it's somebody a lot older than Jim's daughter. But I'm betting that that's Jim's daughter, who is about to be dropped in. And that's what I meant earlier. If you tie this to the footage of the Jay trailer, everything kind of adds up. Jay's probably going to kidnap this poor, unfortunate girl. But maybe this is somebody else who's kidnapped as well, who's being dropped in their chemical vat. But as I said, I'm pretty sure that's Jim's daughter because that's the person he's hugging when I'm guessing all the drama is over with in Ace Chemicals. We see Harvey here begging, I guess, for somebody not to shoot him. Or maybe it would be really cool if that's the Batman scaring the crap out of him, which is why Harvey's usually a lot more harder on people for even communicating with the Batman traditionally than, for example, Jim is in the comics. And then, of course, guys, at the very end, we see Jim, we see Alfred, we see Harvey on the rooftop of the GCPD with the bat signal, yet again with no bat signal on it, no bat emblem, and we see Bruce standing across the building in the Batman suit from behind. Now, as I said, from that promo image. It does look a bit different. It is very blurry, but like you can tell that it's not exactly the same as that official promo photo they put out. But the only reasons for that is that, you know, when you're going to make a promo pic or a banner or something, you're obviously going to make it a lot more glossy, smoothed up than, you know, what it actually is in the episode. And if you've seen a leaked Batsuit picture, this 100% adds up to it. So that was a real leak. So if you want to look at what he looks like from in front, you can check out that video in the cards above. But at the same time, I recommend you don't, just so you don't get spoiled about it yourself until the episode. Maybe you just want to wait and see what it looks like in the actual episode. And it looks like it's going to be very darkly lit as well. So, you know, the criticisms I had about the suit, which I can't really say here, won't be as apparent, I think, because of the really dark lighting. You will see what I mean if you've watched that video. I think because it'll be so darkly lit, it will look a lot better, if that makes sense. But other than that, guys, that is the trailer. I know I went on forever about this, but there's a lot of stuff to talk about in terms of, like, this is 10 years in the future, so much speculation to be had with just some of the not so obvious things in this trailer. But I feel like I nailed down the Jeremiah storyline pretty well, but there's still a lot of gaps. So I'd love to know your speculation down in the comments below. Name me what you're most excited about in this trailer or in this episode. I'm betting a lot of you will say Jay, but what about Batman himself? You know, are you excited for him? Are you okay with Lily Simmons playing Catwoman? And I think that is everything. So if you want to talk with me a little bit more directly, guys, join my Discord server. Link is in the description. Check out some of my other social media handles there as well, like Twitter and Instagram. Aside from that, guys, thank you to my amazing patrons appearing on the screen right now. These are the top tier patrons. So thank you so much, and to all my patrons for supporting. Really does help fuel the content that I create on this channel. Allows me to dedicate a lot more time. Check out the merch shop in the description as well. Even if you're not going to get anything, I'd really appreciate it if you just checked it out anyway. But I think that is it, guys. So as I said, there will be another trailer, a hype trailer. You know, because it's the last episode of Gotham, I don't know if this annoys some people or not, but like, I would honestly recommend not watching it because it will probably give quite a bit away. But we're going to have to wait and see. But either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I'll see you Gothamites in the next video, which will be my last ever freaking review of Gotham. So till next week, guys, catch you later.